Ladies and gentlemen, who's ready to see someone who has absolutely no self-preservation instincts jump down a deep, dark hole for the third time, essentially in a row? Also, while we're here, I should mention something. I glanced ahead at the walkthrough. I didn't actually read anything. I just wanted to make sure I was at the right step of the walkthrough. I discovered something interesting. This area we just entered is called the Labyrinth. So, that sucks. Lots of corpses in corpse pits, because that's what you do in a morgue, is just throw people in there, right? Hi, Giga. I want you to know something, Giga. Wait, are we going down a fourth hole? Oh my god, we are. At this point, whatever. Here we go. This is the labyrinth. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Welcome to hell. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're gonna make a backup save here. In fact, we're gonna make another backup save here. So, I'm actually gonna have to buy more character slots in order to be able to do the Guild Wars 2 run. Giga. This is our fifth hole now. At some point, maybe stop jumping down holes. How far below ground are we at this point? James is addicted to holes. I mean, it's been 3 years. I did, Giga. It just ended April 1st. It's okay. I'm not in a huge hurry on it, and I'm going to watch the sale on that. But I've been doing some prep work for the Guild Wars 2 run, and it's going to be a colossal pain to review. Ignoring the fact that we're basically going to be avoiding a huge chunk of content. I mean, if you want to, it's about $10 per thing, but let's wait to see if it goes on sale again. The other problem is reviewing the classes, because Elementalist doesn't really exist, as strange as that sounds. It's like there's Elementalist Staff, or there's Elementalist Great Mace, or there's Elementalist Sword, or whatever, right? Those are the actual classes. Oh, is his name Eddie? Or Freddy? God, what's his name? Eddie, apparently. That's not the issue, Giga. Poor innocent Giga. She has no idea what I'm talking about. That's okay, Giga. I've already put some thought into how I'm going to do it. It's just, God, it's going to be such a pain. Because each class, I have to try out each weapon on each class. That's a lot. And I'm going to have to look into each spec on each class. And I functionally can't, because I kind of am not going to be able to get enough skill points to try each elite spec on each class. I mean, I could, but I'm not doing that because screw you, I'm not doing that. So there might be some Googling involved in reviewing some of the kit, because I don't really see another viable way to do that without it being just a colossal waste of time. You know, considering I haven't liked a single dungeon in the game yet, if this is the worst dungeon, holy crap. Yeah, Guild Wars 1 is going to have its own issues, too. Oh, 100%. In fact, I was actually thinking about I could just turn off that fix. Just turn off the patch really quick. Go back to being 30 FPS. Or not? Might not let me. Hang on. Might have to restart the game. Yeah, we're going to turn it off. Oop. I can't imagine how, Mr. Red, but I have been surprised before. There we go. Back to good old-fashioned 30. We probably should stay on 30 anyways. I don't want anything else to bug out. Like, that's a minor, inconsequential bug. But the last thing I want right now is to have an actual major bug because we're running at 60 FPS. Hello, Zara. Hey, Cordoon. Thank you, as always, for being part of the show. Give me one moment. I will jot that down. Look at the bright side. I'm not going to give the no music negative. Amori, Road Warden, and 13 Sentinels. I was honestly shocked by the relative lack of support this game had in, like, modding. Or at least amongst what I was able to find. Then again, I was having issues because everything was returning the frickin' remake, and it's like, no. I'm talking about the original, please. Remember, you could pick 3 things, Kraken-san. Also, FF6 isn't on the list. So you can pick 3 things that are not Final Fantasy VI. Okay. You know, fair, Plutonic. I should have thought of that, because I already do that to get rid of AI results. Well, I've got 3 options here. Let's just do this clockwise, shall we? Oh no, it's a fill out as we go map. Apparently, it only does that if you picked up the prison map, by the way. Nice place. This is, yeah. Massive weapon wielded by Pyramid Head. Interesting. I doubt I'll finish today, Walker, if that's what you're asking. Yep, it actually called him Pyramid Head there. I love it. There's only 2 states in this game. Really loud and this. In the interest of not losing time, I'm just going to save state periodically. Oh. Yeah, Pyramid Head's just there. Like, hi. Oh. And then he attacks you, because of course he does. It totally does on my very legitimate legal PS2 I'm playing on. Up. Okay, so that's going towards. FF14 Patch Trail, Wing Commander, and Pathfinder. Nope, wrong. Warhammer. Rogue Trader. Hi, Uthor. I love how the walls are just dirt at this point. We're so far down, the game's not even pretending we're actually still in civilization. We're just in a cave. Why are we down here? I have no idea. I have no idea. I legitimately have completely lost any semblance of plot at this point. We're in a spooky town and we're roaming through it. That's about all I got. I mean, it's a remaster, Huthor. That's about what we're expecting. Yeah, we're looking for Mary. And... oh, hello. I mean, I get the extremely strong impression that James just doesn't have anything better to do. Like, I mean, come on, he came here to kill himself, right? 100%. So he came here to kill himself, and then he's like, well, it does technically come out this week, yes. Is the Elder Scrolls lore good? No. I did a whole lore run on it, if you want to hear me attempt to make sense of it. Yeah, it came out a few hours ago, Walker. What are you doing down here? We've got to be...
You're alive! Maria, I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt bad?
Not at all, silly.
Maria? That thing, it stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator, and then
James, what are you talking about?
just before, don't you remember?
James, honey, did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else?
Are you gaslighting me?
You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything. But you forgot that videotape we made.
What?
I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So, you're Maria?
I am. If you want me to be.
What?
All I want from you is an answer.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real.
No, I noticed that too, Valivalda. Like, there was an anger
Don't you wanna
in her
touch
voice.
I don't know.
Come and get me. I can't do anything through these bars.
Okay. Stay right there. I'll be there soon.
Is no one even acknowledge that we're like a quarter of a mile underground and she's in a room behind bars and she just got stabbed to death? I keep calling her a succubus, Gigapudding. I'm not really joking about that. Like, I have my own thoughts on the matter, but I'm keeping those to myself for the moment. Like, she's just... yeah. That's not a human being. Now, James... he at least makes a degree of sense from a human perspective if you know a couple of things. Her, she's not human. What? Oh, we got the wire cutter. Nice. Okay. Okay, no, we're back here. All right, all right. More of those. Just gonna ignore those. No, I'm going the right way. I've heard a weirdly large number of people speak in defense of this man's voice acting. I'm not sure what I think of that, personally. Sorry, I was glancing ahead at the walkthrough. Just seeing if I had missed anything. Sorry. I don't know why I said glancing at. Glancing behind on the walkthrough. Make sure I don't miss anything. I mean, the best description I've come up with personally for his voice acting is it's not a voice actor trying to voice act. I know that sounds like a strange comparison, but we've actually heard a lot of voice actors who don't know how to voice act before. Line reading is what we usually call that, when you're just reading the lines on the paper. But that's not what this guy's doing for James. He's not doing good acting, but he's not just reading the lines either. There's just, his intonation is just kind of off. It is almost assuredly an accident. Yeah, exactly. Mark Mir in Mass Effect 1, that's line reading, right? This is, I guarantee you with 99% certainty, this is something that happened by accident and coincidentally can add to the atmosphere and characterization. But I don't think anybody at any point in time said, hey, let's do this to add to the atmosphere. I mean, this is a very early PS2 game, Logue. Video game voice acting was still, frankly, in its infancy in 2001. I mean, hell. It's something that voice actors have been fighting against and pushing against for 30, 40 years now. And only within the last, like, 10 or so years has anyone started acknowledging that video game voice actors are actually actors. So no, I don't think it's a direction issue. I think it was a game made in 2001 issue. They probably picked someone who was relatively cheap, because nobody, worth a damn is actually going to be doing voice acting. That's crazy. Why would you do voice acting for a video game? That's pauper stuff. No true voice actor would ever be willing to do that, right? Really, Huthor? Wow. Well, it's a good thing Death of the Author exists. Oh yeah, this is great. This is a dirt cave. I'm playing Daggerfall in honor of the Oblivion R announcement today. It's actually a little more complicated than that, but yes, Czar is the answer to your question. I mean, if Troy Baker did the remake's voice actor, then yeah, he's going to be good because Troy Baker is an extremely good actor. Like, I'm sorry. I know people like to clown on him, but Jesus. Okay, so I think I'm a little bit turned around. Ugh, Hollywood actors. Sorry. You know what Hollywood actors do for video games? Drive up the price. Something that, Who? Britannia. My first thought was Samuel L. Jackson, but I'm sure there was before that. Oh, Ron Perlman. Yeah. So, something I've actually said for a while is that Hollywood executives, the actual studio executives, not the people who are directors, not the people who are producers, not the people who are on set, the people who greenlight stuff, money people in Hollywood, they have a hard-on for big-name actors. Now, there's reasons for that. Hollywood accounting is a reason for that, and 87. Hollywood accounting is a reason for that, and total lack of understanding of anything is a reason for it. Like, you get how it is, right? Oh, just bring in the big budget actors. They'll really be able to make this pop. It's one of the reasons why Chris Pratt voices Mario. Like, it's a very, 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 very common thing that has been around for literal decades. Reason I bring it up is because it's how do I put this in words? There's this thing where they were going to where hi. It just healed too. There's this thing where they like to line up big name actors in order to attach to projects like these to add prestige or validity to a particular work, and it's all nonsense. It always has been. I wasn't being facetious. It's the only thing that adding a big name actor to a game does is drive up the price. Now, every now and again, that actually works out. You also understand there's a bit of a gradient when it comes to that kind of thing. That was interesting. For example, Patrick Stewart in Oblivion worked out fine, but that's because Patrick Stewart, ironically, is not a big-name Hollywood actor. He's not. Even now. Patrick Stewart is also enough of a professional to do his damnedest, even when merely voicing in a video game. Yeah, exactly, Huthor. You gotta get the big names. You gotta get the buzzwords. You know, I'm getting a little tired of being gotcha'd here. And we lost a quack to the internet lag, as it was foretold. I remember that interview, Loner, but I don't remember the specifics off the top of my head. Okay, Bragman, hit me. We knew this day would come, Loke. Hello again off the deep end. Left with the dirt everywhere. God. I think it's dirt. I don't know. Stone, maybe? Could be stone. This doesn't look like a womb level, thankfully. Or a guts level, if you prefer. Well, you see, DeQuack, we're here looking for our dead wife. If you want more information than that, you are out of luck. The game has not felt fit to reveal any more info there, too. I'm a little low on healing supplies, but I'm going to use one more. Yeah, actually, a lot of B-listers and C-listers are in Saints Row, too. Like Michael Dorn, for example. Game. That's true, Michael Dorn's in Fallout 2 as well. He didn't quite go full Mark Hamill, but he definitely did a lot more voice acting roles than role roles, I noticed, in his post-Star Trek career. Making sure we're actually in a new area, because sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. I told you, Polka Sweat. Nobody believes me. Nobody pays attention to me. They're like, oh, Laura, you're dumb and you're worthless. Nobody loves you. The body of a man later identified as Thomas something Lumberjack, aged 39, was discovered in the business if lying. There was a probable cause of death: multiple stab wounds to the front of the neck and the left side of the torso with a sharp-edged weapon. Due to signs of struggle in the room, the lack of murder weapon, the police are considering a homicide and have opened a murder investigation. Furthermore, given the fact that cash in the room was untouched, he had a history of drunkenness and violence, the police suspect that he was done of robbery. Something else. Oh man, flashbanged by the sun. I suppose I get a real save in here. I think the OG Oblivion looks ugly, and I think it looks better. I actually did a whole discussion on that during Andromeda as a specific way to compare and contrast what brickwork means and what visual design means. Because, I can say this very, very simply, Oblivion at least had some frickin' visual design to it. The new thing looks like generic Unreal asset flip number 738. I haven't played the game, so we'll see when we get there. I have found out the fog does not have an in-game toggle. Now, there's probably some way to get rid of it because it's Unreal, but there's no just menu option to get rid of the goddamn smog.
Daddy, please don't!
What? I can't even move. I can't even move. I really can't. I can't even move. Wow. Okay, so anyways. Nope, too far back. Okay, where was this? Okay. Okay, this isn't that far back. Thank God. Damn it. Okay, so, hang on. So, up and down. I'm gonna make this work. Bull crap! Come on! I had that! Okay, whatever. Fine. No fun allowed. Whatever. Whoops, I apparently just skipped a cutscene. I was trying to heal! I was trying to heal and it skipped a cutscene. Alright, hang on. Now. God damn it, game. Come on.
Are you okay? Angela, relax.
Don't order me around!
I'm not trying to order you.
So what do you want then? Oh, I see. You're trying to be nice to me, right? I know what you're up to. It's always the same. You're only after one thing.
No, that's not true at all.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead and say it. Or you could just force me. Beat me up like he always did. You only care about yourself anyway. You disgusting pig.
I've changed my mind. There's something I find gross in this game. Negative to
Angela.
story.
Don't touch me. You make me sick.
3 negatives to story.
You said your wife Mary was dead, right?
Yes, she was ill.
Liar! I know about you. You didn't want her around anymore. You probably found someone else.
That's ridiculous. I never.
Okay. The less you think about it, the better, Lady Fairy. Yeah, I'm kind of with Dakota. So if it's not obvious, I didn't know this scene existed, Mr. Red. he committed they also tried committing crimes. They tried to fraud and trick others, so their reward too is natural. Even he cannot be forgiven, my friend without his left hand, and so his death bothers me not. What of him? He is also not sinless. There is only one here who is innocent. The missing child was nowhere to be found, and so there was no proof of his guilt. His death was a tragedy. That's all I wish to say. It was neither justice nor retribution. Right. Gotta get rid of the handcuffs. Great. Okay. Okay. Apparently this is completely randomized each time. Okay. So who are our people? Hung for crime of thievery. Okay, what about you? Arson. Okay. Kidnapping. Okay. Bodily injury. Counterfeiting. Swindling. Okay, hang on. Which one was kidnapping? Because the other note mentioned they never found the body. Yeah, that one right there. So based on that alone, I'm going to go with that. And then when that's wrong, I'll look up a guide. This one. Yes, hang yourself, James. Okay, that didn't seem to do anything. Oh. Is that right? Huh. Okay. What do you know? Oh, hang on. Okay, I'll take that. Why would they tie knots in the rope like this? It's much easier to kill yourself when the rope isn't tied. Oh no, she's dead again.
Maria? Maria, no! What
Yeah,
happened to you?
I don't even buy it this time.
Why? Why?
Oh man, my resume has been recommended by several people who want to hire me right now. Sweet. I don't have a resume.
Mary.
The music reminds me a lot of Drakengard's music. No, Hourglass, but I hope it's good. Once people figure out how to get rid of the smog. Angela Orsko, James Sunderland, Eddie Dombrowski. Which one do you think will sell better, Hoover? Trick question. It'd be nice. Oh, hi, Freddy, or Eddie, or whatever your name is.
Eddie? What are you doing?
Eddie, apparently.
What does it look like? He always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you.
It's true.
maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And the corpse can't laugh. From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that.
Eddie, have you gone nuts?
I knew it. You too. You're just like him, James.
Hey, I didn't mean anything.
Don't bother. I understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James!
Oh, Jesus. Just shooting each other with bullets. Right next to each other. Yep. This is our boss fight. Yeah, this is Fallout right here. I mean, it makes sense. It's a revolver, and yeah, I mean, he's shooting you in an enclosed space. The sound alone would kill our ears for the rest of our lives.
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look, after you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life. That's why I ran away after I killed the dog.
Told you.
Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts out. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee.
You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. You and me are the same. We're not like other people. Don't you know that? Let's party!
And we're dead. Oh god, when did I save last? I think I know where. That's what I thought. Yeah, sorry, I've lost all respect for this game. All the kitty gloves are off. No mercy, etc. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do in here. It's an open room with no cover. There's no dodge. Like, I don't know what the game expects of you from that. Eddie, have you gone nuts? Good, Miss Miristar. I mean, there's a hard mode of this game, and apparently on a harder mode than that. The last boss fight, Judo Joker. I have legitimately lost all respect for this game. I'm not actually joking. That's just... No, we're done. I'll go ahead and make a save state just to try out the stupid knife. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. God damn it, I even got the swing off. Well, he got the swing off. Twice, actually. What is he? Ah, come back! Come back! Oh my god! We got him! We actually got him! Okay, that was funny. I'll give you that.
Eddie? Eddie? I killed a human being. A human being.
I don't know if Eddie qualifies, but...
Mary. Did you really die 3 years ago?
I thought I was just going to tickle him. All I wanted was to tickle Eddie. I thought a laugh would turn him right around. I'm gonna unequip this stupid sword now. Okay, fine, let's loot the corpse. Oh wait, this isn't that kind of game. I can't loot the corpse. Oh, okay. Real save. I have no idea. Polka sweater? Sure, here, let's look at our picture real quick here. The letter. Did you really die? It's blank. It's gone blank. Oh, wow. Yep, Eddie is deady. Yeah, whatever ending we get is whatever ending we get. I haven't been going for an ending. I don't know the requirements for any ending. I know there's 3 of them. I even know what they are, but I don't know how you get them. I've just been playing normal like. Yes, I am actually a professional mortal. Thank you for asking. God, where the hell am I going? Like, I have to YouTube them because we literally cannot get the dog or the UFO ending unless we, you know, play through the game again. And I'd rather rip out my teeth and beat myself to death with them than play this game again. I can't tell if I'm doing anything. I've got to be because he stops rowing when I stop holding down the button. I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan, but it'll be nice to get them over with, Mortal. See how they review. Okay, let's see if I can find something then. Yeah, I can't see because of the fog. Oh, there we go. I think I figured out how to turn. Ha! Nobody was putting any interest to it, Mortal. That's really what it boils down to. Yeah, go to the light, James. Do you get it? Is this subtle enough for you? I'm gonna be real, I couldn't tell I was making any progress. Lack of feedback is a consistent issue in this game, honestly. So, let's do this. Be around off the deeper end. What, Leader Fury? Sorry, I can't see anything. No, I just wish I could give more than 3 negatives for a single thing, Federation Builder. But yes, I was actually typing up notes. Let's get this goddamn game over with, shall we? I do too, as Minister. That's why I tried to find a cheat to turn the fog off. I am actively curious what the game looks like without the fog. Yeah, like, it's completely gratuitous. It's... I can't actually remember what it's called. It's that thing where you do something just to be edgy or gross or weird, and that's it. Ah, there it is. There we go. It's actually pretty common. Clive Barker is a... I mean... It's something that some things will do. Even good games will do this, or good shows or good movies will do this, where they just kind of have that token awful thing just to show that this is a gritty, dark, realistic story for adults. Not because it actually adds anything to anything, just to get that extra little bit of I'm an adult thing. So yes, I have no respect for that whatsoever, or for this game in general. In fact, hang on. I thought it was worse than the fog not being there. I thought it was like the fog was improperly rendered or something like that. Sure, this one, Verlictum, but you're asking for another one. Dragon Age Origins. Right off the top of my head. Actually made me quit the game first time I ran into it. And when we reviewed it, I gave it quite a few negatives for the exact same reason. Where am I? No, City Elf Origin. If you know, you know. If you don't ask me. I'm not repeating it.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, you did.
You're here to find Mary, aren't you, James? Well, have you?
No. Is that why you're here too?
She's here, isn't she? If you know where she is, tell me. I'm tired of walking.
I wish I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it? But don't tell Rachel, okay?
Who's Rachel?
She was our nurse. I took it from her locker.
Well, I agree, Esmeralda. Oh, I know it's popular, and I know it works. I will never change my mind on it. I have had many years to analyze and chew on this, and it can go directly to hell. Probably not, Relictum, no. Like, I'm not going to try to convince you of this because you can't convince me of otherwise, so there's no point in even debating the topic. I don't have anything else to add to that. Triple negative. Moving on. I wish I could give it more. My dearest Laura, I'm leaving this letter with Rachel to give to you after I'm gone. I'm far away now, in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. Oh, and about James, I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me, but please give him a chance. It's true he may be a little surly sometimes, and he doesn't laugh much. But underneath, he's a really sweet person. Is he? I love you like my very own daughter. If things had worked out differently, I was hoping to adopt you. Happy 8th birthday. Your friend forever, Mary. P.S. Thank you for the donation, Vigilant.
Laura, how old are you?
I turned 8 last week.
So, Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The one Mary... Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it.
Laura!
And I'm with Vigilant. I know that this is an unpopular opinion, and I know this because I get pushback every time I say it, but if I wanted that kind of thing, I'd go read the news. Or walk out my front door. I don't want that in my fiction. At all. Ever. Under any circumstances whatsoever. Oh, absolutely, Luke. Absolutely. 100%. For the love of God. Now? Really? No? Sorry. What the hell was I doing? Really? I'm starting to run out of health packs at this point. What the hell am I doing? I mean, the part that I couldn't deal with is over, Evo, if that's what you're asking. Oh, that's interesting. I was actually looking at that backdrop picture they did earlier. It was very clever the way they did it, because it is an image. It's a real image. But yeah, this is a gross game. That's what we're here for. Did I have the fish key? I think I have the fish key. Hang on, let me double check. Fish key, eat 'em up, yum. Oh, there it is. Okay, we have the fish key. Yay! Came out in 2001, but yeah, I don't know when it started development. Development cycles were different back then. Okay, that's the front door, apparently. Or is it? Where the hell am I? Okay, how's the front door? The older I get, and the more I analyze, the more I start to think that the things that really work for me aren't actually shock value at all. Because when we use the phrase shock value, we pretty much always mean it as a negative. When the game, show or movie or book, artificially does something to shock you, end statement, right? Yeah, I like build-up. I like build-up and I like payoff, actually. The example is probably Modern Warfare 1. I won't even spoil what it is, but if you know, you know. That was built up across the entire game, and they deal with the consequences of it for the entire rest of the game. That's not shock, right? That's the central plot, arguably the central theme. It might be the fulcrum moment. Yeah, exactly. That's not shock. That's oh. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the basement, apparently. So behind me, it looks like. And yeah, no, it's very popular. I have my own theory on the matter. I think the problem is a lot of people who make decisions about fiction, both money people and writers, look at good, shocking moments and think, man, I want to recreate that. I want that shock value. But as I just mentioned, most of the most shocking moments across fiction weren't, or more accurately, they weren't intending to be shock moments, right? Like the example I just gave of Modern Warfare 1. They're not there to shock you. They're there to be a big fulcrum moment. And so it's just yet another variant of bullet point syndrome. It's just, okay, I want to shock you. So I'm going to pull out a baby and slit his throat on camera. Out of absolutely nowhere. It doesn't mean anything. Doesn't happen. Isn't relevant. Shocking, though. It gets a big visceral reaction. And you know what? This is drifting a little bit, but it just occurred to me another reason I hate shock moments in fiction. You ready for this? It's Twitter. Hang on. I swear I can make that make sense. See, there's this thing called the algorithm, okay? Now, the algorithm, I'm kind of being serious. The algorithm in general, no matter where it's applied, loves the idea of engagement. That's what almost every major algorithm out there uses for all social media. Yeah, exactly, Huthor. Good example. And if you have that immediate visceral reaction to something, it generates engagement. You're more likely to share it. You're more likely to talk about how dumb or stupid it is. You're more likely to bash it or put a down vote or whatever, right? It's momentary engagement, and in many cases you just move on, but it generates engagement. And so you have that shock where the only point and purpose is to generate that immediate negative reaction. Be like, huh, and then move on immediately. All right, where am I going? It says I need to go to the basement. Where the heck's the basement? Yeah, no, it's clickbait. It is quite literally the definition of clickbait. And yeah, exactly. The moment that what's really frustrating is it works so well. I am just as guilty of this as anybody else is, because I have a tendency to say, oh, wow, this horrible, terrible thing. Look at this terrible thing, guys. You're not terrible. You're adorable. Right? That's all that's required of you to engage. Boom. Engagement. I try to be better about that, but I will freely admit I do not always succeed. I admit we're kind of getting into definitions and terminology here, but like that's the reason why shocking moments, as I have just defined them, don't really work for me. Ooh, more bullets. I do like making fun of James. Wish this headache would go away. I haven't had meat all day, that's the problem. Oh, yeah. He can't lift the coat hanger. It's true! He can't lift the coat hangers. Actually, you know what? Another comparison, pretty much just what Judo Joker said. How many of you watch or have watched football? Excuse me, European football, soccer. I will raise my hand. I was actually a pretty big fan of it for quite a while until I just stopped having the time to watch. Now, hang on, look, don't let me forget. I want to respond to you, but hang on, I don't want to lose this thread. Now, I'm not trying to sound elitist, but it's just, there's a difference between someone who watches football to see the goals and someone who watches football to watch people play football. Right? In other words, some people just are there for, right, for the big moments, for the peaks. Like this. Go! Yeah, racing for the crashes, hockey for the fights, football for the touchdowns, right? You're there for the highlights. Now, no judgment, to be clear. I'm not trying to be judgmental or elitist about it. It's just a different mentality. Sometimes you want to watch a specific thing or play a specific thing because you just want that particular spike. And then other people watch it because they like enjoying the sport on hand, the craft on hand, the display on hand. Some people like watching a speedrunner go through, you know, a successful run. Some people like watching the speedrunner go through the practice and experiments and routing that is necessary to make that run happen. It's a different mentality completely. Okay, so that's not helpful. Hang on, is there anything in here? Am I? So I've never actually watched Game of Thrones, Logue. So I can't speak to the Red Wedding in particular. Do you have an example I actually would know? So we could use a specific example, because I don't like speaking in generics when it comes to that kind of direct comparison. Hell, I actually got an example for you. Some of you like watching my streams, and some of you like watching my highlights. Thank you, Mr. Red, as always, for those highlights. You're still awesome. Okay, so that requires a key. And again, no judgment. Yeah, some people like both. It depends on how they're compressing the files, but honestly, that's pretty expected, Sean. Unreal 5 is not exactly good about its texture compression. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they actually do no texture compression at all, and those are just 4K textures. I mean, yeah, I haven't watched Game of Thrones or read the books, but from what little I understand, again, trying to avoid spoilers, the Red Wedding feels more like a fulcrum moment than a shocking moment. That's not a scene there to shock you. That's something that was built up to, and then paid off for quite a while. I've got it. Instead of calling it shocking moments, we'll call them schlocking moments. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's something... Because the problem is we're running into terminology and language. So let's just invent a new word. I mean, schlock isn't a new word. Let's reapply an existing word. Schlocking moments. When they're trying for a shocking moment, and they fail. And again, I can actually point to a very specific example of that, because that's easy. Modern Warfare 3. That's one of the most textbook examples of a schlocking moment I've ever seen. And I've seen others over the years, but that's just really obviously, overtly dumb, right? Sure, I'll play the music box. Yeah, actually, if I can be blunt, Last of Us 2 has had more than one schlocking moment. And yeah, WoW had a couple of schlock moments too. Looking at you, BFA. But it's worth noting WoW also had some good fulcrum moments, you know, when it was actually written by people with a functioning brain. Belka. Ah. See, that one was definitely built up to, Logue. If that's even close to the one I was thinking about. I appreciate all of you being respectful enough to not actually just straight up say spoilers, by the way. Y'all are awesome. I understand how hard it is sometimes to discuss something without spoiling, but you're doing a good job. It was his sled! It was always his sled! Don't you understand? Hell, I still slip every now and again. I slipped in this very game. I actually spoiled the spoiler of this game in the Colony Ship review, and I really shouldn't have, and I feel bad about it. The good news is, I don't think I had any cross-pollination there, but I still slipped. Yeah, No Russian did enough work to bypass the problem that I was more than willing to give it a pass. We talked about that when we reviewed Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 has a big warning right up front and an option to just straight up skip the sequence entirely. And there's the other thing, which I can't actually spoil, but there's the other thing which also helps. So I will never agree that that's schlocky, personally. I know a lot of people think it is. Then again, Huthor thinks Modern Warfare is pro-war. Not an uncommon opinion. I was actually talking to my brother-in-law about it just last night. No joke. What are we talking about? We were talking about something specific. It was a movie. Oh yeah, we were talking about movies that we should never actually let the kiddos see. And I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's a movie that we both agreed is the most anti-war film we'd ever seen. Because, and this is his words, if at any point in time in any military film you think, yeah, then it has failed at being anti-war. Now, I'm not sure I 100% agree with that, but that's pretty much Huthor's perspective right there. Anyways, so what the hell? Okay, so we got the letter. Oh yeah, the movie in question. I don't remember the name of the movie. It really is just a horrific death piece of doom. I can also mention This War of Ours, or This War of Mine, or whatever it's called. That's pretty anti-war. You cannot ask if you can ask a question, Evo. It is forbidden. Oh, of course, Luke. But I do think schlocking is always bad. It also makes sense that what schlock is going to depend on an individual perspective, as Huthor and I are demonstrating right now, because it's a rule of the universe that we can't agree on anything. Let's see here. Before entering the lobby, you'll find another unlocked room in the corridor with this storeroom. Tap the mannequins, get the rifle shells and handgun bullets, and those toilet paper. Spotting the stairway down to the center of the hall, head down to the basement. I must have completely missed that. Hang on. The Starship Troopers movie is extremely funny. And it's not pro or anti anything. It is funny. No, Trihexia. Now, that sounds like I'm making a joke, Bledgeval. But no, I mean that. Now, the book... I'm not a fan of the book. Or the author of the book. I actually did a reaction to it live earlier, Gamma. Right, what's my one-sentence response to that question? The graphics look better and worse, and we'll see what they do with the gameplay. I think that's it. Is there a further down? I don't see it down. Yeah, I'm not pro-Heinlein. I have never been pro-Heinlein. As I've gotten older, I've gotten better at analyzing, and I've gotten more anti-Heinlein. Quickest summary I could give it that. Where does this want me to go? Spotting the stairway leading down the center of the hall. What? I'm sorry, they got rid of the physics on the bucket? It's okay, from what I understand, they got rid of the physics, period. Wait, I think this might be the basement. You know, you still haven't asked your question, by the way, Evo. When you say, I thought you forgot, because I give up. Okay. So which D&D... I read too fast. Which Disney princesses have class levels? I like my first version. Which D&D princesses have class levels? Don't you know princess is a class in D&D? It's a class in Ogre Battle. Princess is unironically a class in Ogre Battle. It is overpowered as hell. If you put a princess in the back row, everyone else gets double their actions. That's it, but think about it. It's pretty much the equivalent of the person casting haste. It's bonkers. It's all hard to get to. You need a special item, of which there's only like 3 in the entire game, to be able to promote someone to princess. But it's worth it. Disney princesses. So, let's go down the list. So, Ariel is obviously the first. I actually don't think Ariel... At absolute best... Of course you can, Mr. Ed. Oh, you mean in the game? No, actually, you cannot. Wait, so physics are there, but they didn't add physics to arrows? Anyways. So, sorry, getting back to it. So, Ariel, I changed my mind. Ariel's a bard, but she's a very low-level bard. Obviously, there's the singing, but also just the tinkering in general. Hello? Hello? Is this... But... Yeah, she also charms people and animals, absolutely. Oh, there it is. I see it now. I see it. God, I saw it better from the long shot. Okay, so then, what's after? Was Beauty and the Beast next? Help me out here. Help me out. It's been a minute. Okay, so we want to go here. Cinderella? She's a druid. She's a straight-up druid. Snow White is a worthless. I mean, it's a bad live-action remake. Heyo! No, Wait, no. Cinderella is, once again, low-level druid. A couple of bits of animal empathy. I haven't seen it, either. And I never will. There's no keys. There's a key right there, dude. Alright, It bombed so hard, it killed the live-action trend. Did it. Does she Blade film? I'll be honest, it's actually been a while since I've actually watched that film. Yeah, I understand. I have a nuanced enough perspective to understand that the live-action remakes are variable in terms of how good, bad, or in between they are. But I have to admit, the entire stratagem of just taking their favorite cartoons and turning them into live-action versions of themselves is something that I'm just kind of philosophically against. Like, I don't want to get gross, but it's a little bit too gratifying, I think is the most PG way I could put that. They're sucking their own dicks. I'm just gonna say it. Actually, yeah. Okay, so we got that. Like, I would actually... I know that some of them change things a little bit more, and that's cool. But, like, if you're gonna do that, at least do an actual legitimate reinvention of the story. You know, the very thing Disney actually made their fortunes on by telling their own takes on existing stories. I'm fine with that. I actually like the concept of rewrites. I should know I made an entire category of stuff that I plan to do more of someday called rewrites. So I'm fine with actually doing a whole new take on Beauty and the Beast. But they didn't, did they? Sorry. I'm getting off topic. I apologize, Evo. Please don't kill me. No. No, Evil. Evil, please. Please, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I regret everything. Oh, God. Okay, so who's after? Okay, so we did Snow White, we did Cinderella. Aurora, is she even a character? She's a level 1 commoner. Moving on. Ariel's a bard. That brings us to Belle. Belle is someone who is currently in training to be a artificer. That's the direction she's going. I don't think she actually is a level 1 yet. You know how there's like a backstory leading into you becoming level 1? That's where she's at. She's developing into that. Yeah, her dad's already an artificer. Beast is a barbarian, obviously. Ironically, so is Gaston. Okay, hang on. Who's next? Who's after Beauty and the Beast? Is it Aladdin next? Okay. I mean, not in any other movie, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, so Aladdin's next. Look, no one slice like Gaston. No one Christ like Gaston. All right, Crikes? That's not a word. Whatever. Yeah, see, Jasmine, I actually agree with Rogue. She's definitely kind of trying to be a little bit sneakier and or more outmaneuvery, right? And she should have been the one to beat Jafar, I'm just saying. Anyways, oh god, what's Tempest Rising's data policy? Disappoint me, Loke. Prove to me that both of the StarCraft 2.5s are terrible. I'm ready for it. She does have a bet tiger. No, Shrek is something else entirely. Okay. So like okay. Yeah, Shrek is quite literally anti-Disney because the guy who moved over to DreamWorks did work at Disney before he was axed. Oh yeah, Mulan is a fighter, straight up, 100%. Who'd I miss? So we did Jasmine. Who's after Aladdin? Help me. I'm losing track because I'm trying to keep track of several things at once here. You got to help me here. Yeah, Mulan is one of the best sword fighters. Kill! Hey everyone, kill! Oh yeah, right. Lion King. James Sunderland? Clown. He's also a bad clown. Yeah, ironically, I would say Nala is either a fighter or a ranger, one of the two. Okay, so it's a speaking of, there's a Cinderella music box. You knew, didn't you, Evo? Admit it. Ugh. Okay, did I miss anything? Double checking the walkthrough. Yes, I did miss something. Okay, so we have Tiana. Who's Tiana? Frog Princess. Okay, so haven't really seen that, so I'm just gonna move past that. Pocahontas. Okay, so I mean, she's as much of a straight-cut druid as I've ever seen in a Disney film. Like, holy crap. She might also just be on a lot of drugs, although that's not exclusive to her. Oh no, straight druid. Straight druid. She even buffs and debuffs. I think I missed something. No, I got it. I got it. Okay, so I have the elevator key. Okay, we're good. We're good. I got the elevator key. We're good. So Rapunzel, let down your hair. So based on the show, and I have to base that on the show. Yeah, I actually kind of agree with Paladin for Rapunzel. I know that's kind of a weird one because you're probably thinking like heavy armor and knights, but actually if you think about what a D&D Paladin is, you know, the oath and the dedication to the cause and deriving power from that oath. In her case, she's literally got a sun motif going on with her freaking hair. Yeah, smiting evil. Like, yeah, no, she's a freaking paladin. Cleric I could see too, but it as you say, it's very, very similar. She also wields a freaking frying pan, yeah. How do we get over here? Well, let's try it. So yeah, Rapunzel, paladin, easy one. Cassandra, she's probably the most straight-cut fighter I've seen in a while. Oh yeah, Merida, I actually have seen Brave. Yeah, archer-focused ranger, or actually technically a fighter. A fighter with a ranged focus is what I'd call Merida. I know that sounds strange, but as anybody knows, rangers aren't necessarily ranged, despite the fact that it's in the name. And look, rangers are dumb. Okay, rangers are dumb. Moving on. She doesn't speak to bears, though. The bears are magical and also people. She's also a bit more combat-y focused than a lot of rangers tend to be, without the kind of tracking capacity that, you know, a ranger should have. Anyways, so Elsa and Anna. Anna is a level 3 load. I'm not joking. Anna has NPC levels. She has no class levels at all. Weight allowance, 1 person. Am I not what? Do I not? Do I not count as 1 person? Elsa is a sorcerer. She has magic inherently born into her, and she's focused on a single archetype, which is primarily offensive, and she's got emotions attached to her magic. She's a sorcerer, straight up. Once again, very 1-to-1. Yeah, is there someone else in the elevator? Is it the weight of my crimes? I did kill Eddie in self-defense. Okay, so Moana, pass, haven't seen it. Esmeralda. Oh, Hunchback. Is she count? Either way, she's a rogue. Easy answer. You want me to store my... Okay, hang on. I'm going to pull up the walkthrough. What am I supposed to store here? I'm sorry. We have to empty our entire inventory? Okay, well, the good news is that surely the game will allow me to just hit 1 button and do that with 1 button press, right? Okay, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Given that this is a PS2 game, I was expecting some really horrific, inventory bejungling. Yep, we saved resources, and they're gone. Yeah, exactly, Loke. Like, imagine, drop, done. Or imagine each time you drop an item, you have to reopen the inventory. So, like, drop an item, fade to black, drop an item, fade to black, fade to black. But that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I hate this game and everything about it, but I can't give it a negative where it doesn't deserve it. Okay. Yeah, each individual bullet. 1, 2. I have 87 bullets on me. 3. Oh god. Okay. Where am I going? Okay. Did I miss any Eva? I feel like I missed one somewhere, but whatever. I am worthless and terrible, as I am reminded of every day. Cans of fruit whose expiration is long gone. Jane from Tarzan? Okay, for real? Ranger. I'm serious. Scout, observant, bit of a researcher, capable of interacting with the animals around her, including Tarzan himself. Likes banging her animal. You know, it's Ranger. It's too dark to read the map. Oh my god. Useless in combat. Constantly needs to be saved by the barbarian. She's a ranger. I don't think there's any Disney princesses in Mass Effect. Or are there? Oh, there's a videotape. And a can opener. Actually, okay. So if we're using D&D stuff... Oh god, what would Mario be in D&D? I guess he's a fighter. Oh my god, there's a tape inside, you're right. I guess he'd be a fighter. Because, you know, fighters, that's how that works. The only other closest thing I could think of is a rogue, and that doesn't fit him. The princes? I don't actually know any Disney princes. Are there Disney princes? Help me out here. Who's a Disney prince? Oh, hey. The latest time someone booked a stay at this town was a year ago. Right. Sure. That's true. Aladdin is a prince. Also, insert long discussion about the shenanigans involving that particular wish. I mean, either Aladdin is actually a prince, in which case what the genie did is insane, or he was never a prince, in which case what the genie did was lie. Take your pick. so Henry from Snow White. Okay, so he's a pervert. Eric from Little Mermaid. He's a worthless. Aladdin, rogue, 100%. Beast, barbarian. Charming. This is gonna sound funny. Who's Prince Charming? Tarzan, once again, barbarian. Cinderella? Oh, he's a narcoleptic. Let's see. And then Kristoff, I don't recognize him. Milo. Milo's a wizard. Naveen, I don't know who Naveen is. Damn it, Bragwood. Okay. The toys in Toy Story. Okay. Wait, hang on. Real quick. Evo, did I miss any? You got to help me out. I'm keeping track of too many things at once here. I can't keep a list in my head right now. Li Shang, an asshole. And gay. And unwilling to admit it. Let's see. Actually, I guess he'd be bi, wouldn't he? But whatever. You know, ironically, I don't have any weapons, so excuse me. See, the thing is, he'd just be a fighter. Ironically, just like his bow. What I was trying to say... Hem. Ow. Give us a frickin' thing there. Oh god. Oh god. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. He'd be a fighter with a... I forget what it's actually called. It's the champ, or the captain subclass, right? In other words, he's primarily focused on... He's a charisma-based fighter, put simply. He's primarily focused on being a leader. I believe the old class for that was Warlord. Flynn thinks he's a rogue. But it's actually pathetic. We're fine. Thank you very, very much. Always unicorn scotch. Much obliged. Give me a moment. I will jot that down. For Dead Rising R. Yeah, exactly, Evo. He's nothing. Empire of Sin and Bug Fable. He spends entirely too much time on his hair. That's his class. The prince from Prince and the Frog. How do I... okay, so D&D classes of the toys. So we've got Buzz. You know, honestly, I'm going to say Buzz is a monk. It's not 100%, but I'm going to lean that way. Almost everything he does is his natural advantages, and he tends to be very focused. Oh, hello. Excuse me. Thank you. On, I've lost track of what I was saying. Very, very mobility focused and tends to just use his own things. Karate chop is literally one of his attacks. Woody... There's no cannon side. I was thinking Ranger for Woody as well. Yeah, mid-range talks to animals, primarily focused on scouting and support and, you know, coordinating others. Yeah, no, okay. I could also see... Why were light bulbs in a... Okay, I don't even care. So, hi, Bernard Z. Bernard, oh my god. Bernazd? Help. It's a bulb can for some reason. You gotta seal those light bulbs in, otherwise it's gonna cause issues. I've come up with one super quick sentence, because I've been asked that question about 20 times today. The graphics look better and worse, and we'll see about the gameplay. It has already been added to the list for a re-review someday, so we'll see when we get there. Mm-hmm. It's all good. Oh, flashlight. There's no bulb inside. Alright, so that's Woody, that's Buzz. Slinky... I mean, I don't think he even qualifies as having a class, so I'll just pass over him. Rex? Barb. Straight Barb. Mr. Potato Head. Who's modular enough to be Mr. Potato Head? Or what class would be modular enough, right? Yeah, I could see Druid. A shape-shifting focused Druid. Yeah, I could see that, Giga. He does keep backstabbing people. Oh, I see where we are. Okay. Ham? I mean, he's a commoner. Level 1 commoner. He's got nothing going. Bo Peep, especially counting the 4th movie, I would probably put her... I feel like she'd be either Paladin or Cleric. As usual, the difference between those is kind of minor. How do I... But how do I get... How did I get over there to begin with? I could also see Ranger for Bo Peep. I hadn't actually thought about the pet class thing. Jessie, Jessie's probably the most obvious Ranger, so I'll give her that one. Mrs. Potato Head, Druid again. Barbie, nothing. Buzz 2, nothing. Bullseye, I don't even know who Bullseye is. And who are the LGMs? Oh, okay, so Bullseye's a horse. That's his class. Horse. Of course, of course. The LGMs, let's see. The little green men are obviously Jar Jars. It's a whole class now. We just came out with it. God damn it. This way, maybe? Yeah, Wheezy's a bard. James is a Jar Jar, 100%. Just imagine James voiced by Jar Jar, and all of a sudden this game just gets 100% better. It's too dark to read the map. I hate you, game. Okay, so this, hypothetically, should take me back where I want to go. Right, game? He's a looking for me's a dead wife. She's a been dead long bad time. This is just the stupid bar again. How do I get up there? God damn it. Okay, hang on, hang on. Oh god. I don't know where I'm going. Oh god. Scooch. Scooch, please. Scooch horrific monsters from hell. And or Detroit. What? Okay, I'll just be here getting cornered then. Jesus. Okay, where am I? God damn it. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. This is where I wanted to get. Okay. Okay. Can I have all my stuff back? Oh, see, that was one button press. What's Samus class? Badass. Samus's class is everything in the way is not going to be in the way for very long. Oh, what? Now you run now? Now that I have my frickin' gun? Yeah, she's a warlock. Patron? Herself. Yeah, they keep nerfing her class, and it doesn't stop her. How many planets has she knocked over by now? I think we're up to 5 at last count. I look forward to seeing if we knock over another planet in Prime 4. They're like, oh god, he's got a gun. He's got a gun, run! They're crazy. They're all just the staff. We've been killing just the people and denizens of the town this entire time. All these monsters are just normal people. Okay, where am I going? Yeah, that's the Netflix version of Silent Hill. I don't know. I never saw the Silent Hill movie. People I knew who liked the series, who watched the movie, said they hated it, so... That sounded like a triple note from me. So, wasn't super invested in that one. I have seen people make fun of it. I don't know if that counts. Oh, absolutely. The moment Samus Aran shows up, Route. Route. Hang on. So impatient, gosh.
Please look it. Is there a clock? Is that a clock?
Yes, and we have to give it, let's see, we're giving it The Little Mermaid. Hang on. What are we giving it? Little Mermaid, Cinderella, and Snow White. I think. Hang on. Are you gonna let me do this? Oh yeah, Pyramid Head is there, and there's no James. Because logic. Yes, you can. Oh my god, play the damn thing. Oh my god. See, this is the kind of inventory nonsense I was expecting earlier. Oblivion is good, yes. The Oblivion is good. How do I... What? Okay, this is the weirdest thing ever. I'm having trouble placing the items. Just placing them. There we go. Apparently I have to really come at it from an angle. Jeez, okay. Wonderful, wonderful game design here. Okay, there. God. It's a blink and you miss it thing earlier, but apparently people in this town, back during the Civil War, used to ritualistically sacrifice people. When they would do the killings, they would wear these giant pyramid things on their heads. Yeah, for some reason they didn't put that on the brochures. I'm not sure why. I think the insurance company didn't let them do it. As I say, most Ace Combat characters are going to have the exact same class, yeah. Alright, so this is it. Room 312. Let's do it. There's a tape inside. I've been following the news trail, so I saw this coming, but either way, yeah, I admit I wasn't ready for... I don't know, like, of all things, a remaster of Oblivion was not something I was expecting. There we are. With terrible fog and bloom you can't turn off, and reportedly no mod support.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
Uh-oh. Cough of death. Cough of death. Ah. What kind of idiot would videotape himself murdering someone? What a moron. Well, that just happened.
Mary.
So there you are, James. Did you get the letter? Did you find Mary? If not, let's get going already, okay?
Laura. Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar, that's a lie!
No, that's not true.
She died because she was sick?
No, I killed her.
That's what it showed. Late to fall.
You killer! Why'd you do it? I hate you! I want her back! Give her back to me! I knew it! You didn't care about her! I hate you, James! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry. The Mary you know isn't here. Laura, I'm sorry.
I mean, it makes sense, Triaxia. It's probably the first time he's been allowing himself to think or feel the entire game.
Where are you? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. Please come to me. Do you hate me? Is that why you won't come? James?
That voice!
James? Please hurry.
We should just leave her to die, I think. Oh my god, Trihexia. Oh, well, I don't even want to think about that. And now it's raining. There's water. Two music positives. By all means, argue your case. One moment, please. Sorry, give me... I swear, give me a second. If it's not obvious, I knew that spoiler coming, by the way. That's the big spoiler of the entire game. We killed Mary before the game even started. Surprise! Now, there's actually more details to it than that. But that's the big one, right? That's the it was his sled moment. Like I said, there's more details to it than that, so but I've actually read a decent number of interviews by the creators of this game, and it all boils down to this. The main purpose behind the three endings is it's supposed to be a way for the player themselves to decide their to showcase their interpretation of why and how and wherefore, because the specifics kind of vary. In one of the endings, it's pretty clear that James is just a horrible person. A selfish, greedy, miserly bastard who demands that his toys be everything that they possibly can. In one ending, it's clear that this is something that has absolutely destroyed him as a person, regardless of his reasons and mentality for doing so, and that this was a final step for him, and so all he really wants to do is go back and be with his wife. The third ending's a little bit different. The third ending, the idea is that it was a combination thing, more nuanced. Obviously, it was for her, but it was also for him because there was a lot of resentment there, in addition to the love. It feels like a weird word to say when you're murdering someone, but she did not have a good life on any level at all. She was very, very ill and suffering from very, very bad issues, episodes, essentially going through what nowadays we'd probably call bipolar. Moments of lucidity. Bedridden. You get it. No. Or. Yeah, exactly, Czar. He didn't want... So in the third possible interpretation, he didn't want to suffer anymore, and he didn't want her to suffer anymore. So he snapped, pushed against a wall. He did something that he horribly, horribly regrets. I have my own theory on that, especially since the town... No, I did not, Mr. Red. I think the town is variable based on which game we're going through. Because in several of the other Silent Hill games, Silent Hill itself, the entity that is the town, is a lot more overtly malignant, right? Like, even someone like me, who's only tangentially aware of the series, could tell you that. And some of the other ones, yeah, no, the town is an actively demonic force. But for some reason in Silent Hill 2, it seems a lot more neutral. Now, that is, of course, just my interpretation, but it's also the only game where you can really take that interpretation from my understanding on the matter. Because here, it's all about what you bring in with you, if that makes any sense. No, Savacum, no, I swear. All I did was kill my wife. Yeah, exactly, Huthor. We are here because we feel guilty. We drove here because we felt horrible for killing our wife. I mean, duh, I suppose you should feel bad for something like that. But you get my point, right? It's a mirror. Just like the whole game, the entire game started with a mirror, with us staring into our reflection. The whole town is a mirror. That's why Laura is just wandering around as if there's nothing wrong, because she just sees a normal town. That's why the brief snippets we see of Angela's world are much worse and much more horrible. And same thing with Eddie, for that matter. So, yeah, it's just a reflection of whatever guilt and suffering we're currently going through. Now, it's worth noting... that's a good question, Xavier. I have no idea. I don't think this game is concerned with the more mundane realities of things like that. It is a real thing. It is horrible, which is why it has no place in fiction. Obviously, Huthor. I'm glad we're on the same page on this. Triple negative confirmed. One second. True Silent Hill is the people we killed along the way. Sorry, it's actually the game. It's the music, which Judo Joker is arguing deserves double positives. I am going to go ahead and disagree. I think one positive for music is sufficient, especially since what really manages is actually the sound. Okay, so I believe this is actually the final dungeon, which we will not finish today. Just double checking the walkthrough. Okay, no, God, this is a long dungeon. Okay, all right, let's figure this out. Okay, so yeah, this game just doesn't end. It's funny because this is the short one. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, Twitch likes to just automatically assume you have ad block nowadays, which is kind of funny. Well, I mean, one of the dominant theories is that the town itself is a completely separate entity, regardless of the cults or the cultists. I don't think so, Judo Joker, no. The list is actually pretty up to date at the moment. I suppose I have to decide what I think of the big reveal moment, because that was a wet blanket, if I'm being honest. Yes, I know, I knew in advance, blah, blah, blah. But for real, like, just looking at the presentation of the scene, I'm with Blade Terval. If I didn't know, I couldn't tell what was happening until finally he actually flat out said to Laura that, oh, I killed him. Keep in mind, we're supposed to have a grain effect over everything, too. So yeah, I couldn't actually tell what the hell was being showcased. Look, Warpcore, if you ever get a planet, we'll talk, okay? Have your planet go my planet. Let's see, reading room. Now here's the question. Because remember, gloves are off. Do we think that the wet blanket of a reveal scene is a neutral or a negative? Because it really didn't. Like, what do you think? What do you think? I have my own thoughts on the matter. I'm looking for opinions.
Mary's going to die? You must be joking.
You must be joking.
I'm very sorry.
But you're a doctor. It's your job to heal people. How can you just let her die?
Please, calm down. As her doctor, I promise I'll do what I can. But there's still no effective treatment for her condition.
How long does she have?
I'm afraid I'm not sure. 3 years at most. Perhaps 6 months. It's impossible to say with certainty.
Oh, that made me feel gross, Uthor. Sorry, anyway, so yeah, a little bit of a thing there. She died 3 years ago. Do you get it? Sorry, earlier on in the game, James told everyone that his wife died 3 years ago. She actually died an uncertain time ago, very recently. We actually have a pretty good range of it. It's within 3 days to about 5 hours ago. She actually, so it's been 100% confirmed in interviews that she is in the back seat of the car. It's actually even referenced in one of the endings of the game. Apparently the remake actually shows it. That's funny. What is the rating for this game? This was after the ESRB. What do you want to bet it got teen or less? We know exactly why he did it. So she had a very bad illness, and it was causing her all sorts of issues. I just talked about that. And so then, you know, he for whatever reason couldn't take it anymore, and you know, kissed her on the forehead, and then smothered her to death with a pillow, which is the scene you didn't see just a minute ago. Now, his actual motive behind that is interpretive on purpose. That's up to you. Because the Mary he knew died 3 years ago. He lost his wife 3 years ago. He's been handling a corpse ever since. Not literally, metaphorically. Is it M? I'm honestly shocked it's rated M. It should be, but I'm shocked if it is. Yeah, he was taking care of the thing that took her place. Depending on what you count as canon, she was also apparently very abusive towards him during that period of time. Not deliberately as a result of her illness. Again, bipolar. Where am I going? Okay. Yeah, she quite literally wasn't herself. Anybody who's ever dealt with someone who has that kind of an issue, you know what it's like. They just aren't them sometimes. That's just... that's one of the unfortunate realities of that horrible, horrible thing. Oh, thank God. Exactly. Better to die! Yeah, caretaker burnout is also a very real problem. A very unfortunate and very horrible problem. So now it's actually flooded. Yeah, again, it's up to interpretation, Evo, so whichever one you find valid is the one you find valid. Okay, this kind of hurts my ears. Where am I going? Right here, okay. The big problem with caretaker burnout, in my experience, with some knowledge and experience with the medical community, is that it's bad. It's especially bad and particularly terrible when you don't know if or even when it's going to end. Or the opposite, if you don't know when or if it's going to end. In other words, this is just your life now. Your life has stopped existing to care for someone who hates you and belittles you, or is barely there, or is barely present, is constantly yelling at you and attacking you. You get it. Oh, it's awful. There's a really, really unpleasant scene, which actually hit particularly well in Miracle Day, of all things, okay? Now, I kind of hate the Miracle Day story arc, so let me just go ahead and put that out there. But there's this one scene that's actually several scenes. There's one scene that stuck with me. It's just a throwaway scene. It's by an NPC who doesn't even have a name. It's set in one of the hospitals. Quick thing. Miracle Day is when people stop being able to die across the whole world. Now, you'd think, oh, that's an interesting premise. It is an interesting premise that they don't really do anything with at all, and the whole story kind of sucks. But that's the premise, right? People stop dying. So a woman shows up at the hospital at one point in time with her clearly insensate father or grandfather or something like that, and just dumps him there. And as the main characters are trying to figure out what the heck's going on, they're like, what are you doing? Who is this person? As she's running out, she's flipping out, just saying, I can't anymore. I'm sorry, I can't. And she just runs out the door, like freaking out hard in tears. It's probably one of the better scenes in the whole series. Because, yeah, that hit a little close to home. I know what you're thinking. What do you mean in terms of not dying? Yeah, they keep changing their minds what that means throughout the course of the show. No consistency. Yeah, exactly, Loke. It's implied that she's been dealing with that for years. And she put up with it because, it's her father, and, it's only going to last a while. Like, it's easier to run a race if you can see the finish line. To put it very, very simply. But all of a sudden, the whole world finds out nobody can die anymore, and she just loses it. Oh, yeah. No. We've actually talked about this before. If you are a full-time caretaker in that kind of a situation, that's your life. Your life is over. Whatever you want or think or hear, done. That's your life now. And that is exactly why actual medical health professionals will tell you, rotate that crap, because that will wear on you. So, remember I mentioned the town is a mirror? This is what she sees. That earlier boss fight, that's her hell. I'm gonna give this a negative, by the way. I almost guarantee it. I don't even care what they do with it.
Mama! Mama, I was looking for you. Larry's the only one left. Maybe then I can rest. Mama, why are you running away? You're not my mama. It's you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Angela, no.
Great, James.
Thank you for saving me. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
No. Oh my God.
Wrong.
Can we hunt her down and murder her too?
No. Don't pity me. I'm not worth it.
Because this is a game from 2001, Evo.
Or maybe you think you can save me. Will you love me? Take care of me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought. James, give me back that knife.
No. I won't.
Saving it for yourself?
Me? No. I'd never kill myself.
Sorry.
It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too. For me, it's always like this.
Okay, well, that sucked. Moving on. I'm gonna pretend I never saw that. And it's gone. Okay, where am I going? Let's see. Oh, I have to actually go up the stairs. Okay, cool. Is that the stairs? Oh god, I'm actually turned around now. Where am I? Oh god! The Silent Hill has me. Isgarin is the greatest puppy I have ever known, Giga Pudding. There are songs sung of this puppy. The puppy rises and falls, and so too do the tides. As our fortunes web and wane, we become to realize that the puppy was all we ever truly wanted in life. I have no idea who Isgarin is. Who's Isgarin? Okay, so... Isgarin? I don't know. Who? Giga? like, I know who the seers are. I don't remember any particular individual seer, so I'm just gonna have to default on that. Sorry. Okay. No, Giga, I haven't actually played Secrets yet. Or the new one, which I haven't even bought yet, actually. Let's see here. Clang, clang, clang. Yep, there's only one thing to do now, Giga. James, I'm gonna need your shotgun, please. Alright, so normally we would absolutely have time to beat the game today. But unfortunately, my family has this obsession with having dinner at this ludicrously early time. So food's like 10 minutes out. I don't think we can finish the game and do the audit and show the other endings and do everything else in 10 minutes. So I'm going to go off camera, give all the negatives off camera so no one can argue against them. And then, for real, I actually do want to discuss the negative. Because I do want to give a negative for the scene we just saw. I mean, I could talk about presentation, which has its own issues, and gross value, which is its own thing or whatever. But I think the final problem is, it's like someone walked up to me, slit a dog's throat, and said, "Isn't this sad?" and then moved on. Yeah, it's pointlessly cruel. Angela just goes on and continues to suffer. The end. What's the point of that? I mean, even Eddie's story at least intersected ours a little bit. And yet, like, doesn't matter. You get my overall point. It is there for the torture porn. The end. And that's why that's a negative. I mean, Eddie did kill a dog. Right in front of you. No, I mean, I had some thoughts jotted down about that. But, and I mean, it is relevant. But those aren't relevant until the ending. So I'm just going to save those for now. Endings, excuse me. Anyways, I meant what I said. I got to get ready for dinner. Tomorrow, short stream. I'll see you guys.